2610. Before you stands one of the most enduring images from the Second Tevarin War. The artist, Aaron Fring, was born on Ferron in 2578 to Max and Mary Fring, a teacher and pilot respectively. As a child, he suffered from a bout of Kilos's malady and was bedridden for over a year. During that time, he passed his time sketching. As a young man, Fring enlisted in the Expeditionary Force as a field medic. He travelled to many systems before finally deciding to settle down on Elysium 4. Operating a small med station during the day, Fring took up painting again at night. He could often be found wandering the landscape for hours at a time, painting all that he saw. While he showed promise as a landscape artist, he never made much of an impression on the art community. Though he wished for more, Fring was content with his practice and his hobby. In 2603, a new Tevarin warlord, Korath Thal, emerged from the corners of the cosmos with a rebuilt Tevarin battle fleet and launched his first attack against the UPE systems. The Tevarin's sole mission was to reclaim Elysium 4, their former homeworld. The settlements on Elysium 4 rushed to take up arms in defence of their homes. Fring attempted to rejoin, but the same malady that afflicted him as a child resurfaced, preventing him from doing his duty. On June the 24th, 2610, Korath Thal suffered a catastrophic defeat at the hands of Squadron 42 at the infamous Battle of Centauri. With his fleet rapidly falling to either destruction or surrender, Korath Thal mustered his remaining loyal pilots to make a desperate charge for Elysium 4. Though they suffered an additional 70% casualty, his fleet finally reached the atmosphere of their old home world. Korath Thal and his pilots lowered their thermal shields and dove for the planet. Aaron Fring had been walking that evening. His sickness had subsided a bit. He felt he had to get out and clear his head. He wandered the landscape as he had done many times before. On the crest of a hill, he saw something spectacular. The Tevarin fleet burning up in the atmosphere as they hurtled towards the ground. In an interview with Aaron Fring in Art Today, he said, "As with most art, I wasn't trying to depict the moment exactly as it was. That's what I'd always done in the past, but this was something so much more than the visual. There was so much complexity caught up in that action, from the Tevarin, for what it meant for us as a species, and what it meant to me. I just wanted to try and capture the feeling of that fraction of time. So beautiful and so sad." 12th of March, 2638. A political rally for the re-election of new Benzi Mayor, Nadir Padwani, the Tehran governor unveiled a stunning new proposition. Dusk was just beginning to settle and the fundraiser was making some serious progress, when Asan Kiran stepped up to the podium. Little did everyone know, he was about to drop a bombshell. At approximately 5:15 local time, Asan Kiran unveiled plans to issue a referendum to the people of Terra and the neighbouring systems to seek separation from the Imperator and the UEE. The Imperator lives in an era where alien civilizations are something to be feared. Those of us who live here, where the Banu and Xian are neighbours, where we see them every day, we know that they are not the enemy. They are people, like us. Their culture may be different, their motivations may be different, but they are just trying to live in safety. The Imperator is happy to keep them at a distance through the sights of weapons, but I don't believe we can continue on this path. As Carson once said, if you live anticipating a war, sooner or later you shall have one. In short, I believe that Earth is increasingly disconnected from the realities of today, that it is causing political and social instability in all systems. This is not a call to arms or invitation for conflict. All I'm asking is to open a dialogue. Needless to say, not many people were talking about the mayor's re-election after that. 4th of May, 2638. The motion for separation drafted by the infamous Tehran governor, Asan Kiran, failed to pass the public referendum today. As expected, the loyal citizens of Terra and its neighbouring systems realised that Kiran's plans for sovereignty was an ill-conceived, unrealistic idea that would lead to an unstable future for them and their children, and they made their voices heard. Going in droves to the voting stations and saying no. We don't agree. We don't think that the UEE is failing us. We can only hope that Kiran gets the message. 24th of August, 2638. No matter where StarEngine seems to turn, he is met by another accusation. Since proposing his motion for sovereignty 6 months ago, the governor has battled accusations ranging from infidelity to drug addiction to corruption. The governor released a statement earlier today to all the news orgs. These allegations are baseless in the extreme and are simply trying to distract from the real issue. The Imperator and his minions have mangled the processes of government by ignoring the clear will of the people to emancipate themselves from a corrupt and vile government. Kieran explained that he's obtained evidence of voter tampering and outright fraud by employees on UEE payroll. This evidence has been entered into the court system and will be part of his ongoing federal case against Imperator Mesa III. 4th of November, 2638. The enemy is among us. Early this morning, advocacy agents announced the resolution of a massive inter-agency undercover operation into the shadowy world of traitors and saboteurs. Dozens of arrests have been made, with more on the horizon. Unnamed sources from within the government claim that the Xi'an-funded terrorists had infiltrated various positions in government and corp structures. While we are awaiting an official statement, we have confirmed through multiple sources that the former governor of Terra, StarEngine, might be implicated. The same governor, if you remember, who disappeared after the good citizens ran him out of office after his desperate and paranoid attempts to bring disorder and anarchy to the systems.
I saw NordVPN once. I was in a forest, late at night. I'd got lost, and then I heard it, an unearthly sound as if the wind was talking to me. NordVPN.com/BoredGamer. Then I saw him run at me. He was so free, almost as if he could be anywhere in the world. America, France, Australia. He was so secure, protected in layers of encryption that I could not even fathom. So majestic. Well, I heard that NordVPN was as big as a bear and could kick your head off. I've also heard that, which is why, just in case, I go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer to appease the beast. You can find links to that down below. If you're looking for a new god, why not try NordVPN? Every month we have a ship giveaway. This time for May, to celebrate Star Citizen Alpha 3.17's release, we're giving away 3 prizes to 3 separate winners. An Origin 100i luxury starter ship, a consolidated Outland Nomad versatile freighter, and an Aegis Avenger Titan multi-role ship. They all come with lifetime insurance and access to play Star Citizen. To be in for a chance of winning one of those 3 prizes, just comment on any of my videos made during May. More details in the description below. Thank you so much to everyone that watches, shares, comments, and likes my videos. It really does help the channel grow. Be sure to subscribe for more content. If you would like to go to the extra mile in supporting the channel, there is Patreon links below. There's a join button under my videos as well on YouTube that makes you a highly elite channel member with some extra perks and exclusive content. There's also the thanks button, which straight up gives us money, and you can leave a highlighted comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great May 2022.